need to feel significant, to feel special, to feel unique, to feel important, to feel needed. They're all words with the same fundamental need, significance. Who needs to feel significant, would you think? Who? Who needs to feel significant? Come on, out loud, who? Everybody. What about the person who tells you, oh, I don't need to be acknowledged, I don't need any of that stuff, do they need it, yes or no? Yes. The one who protests the most. Some people say, oh, I don't need that money and stuff, I'm not so shallow, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jew, I'm a Muslim, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. They use their religion or their belief structure to be unique. Some people do it through tattoos and earrings in locations you don't even want to know about. Is it true? You can be significant two ways. Do something significant which requires risk and possible failure, which is very scary, or do something really destructive. True? If you don't give a kid attention for doing something good, what will they do? Quick. Something bad. Two ways to have the tallest building, right? Build the tallest building, or tear down everybody else's. Which one do most people do in the society we live today? Quick. Do you know why? Technology has made it possible to do with no consequence. See, that person writes something on the Twitter, they don't have to see you, connect with you, anything of that nature. Or they retweet something all over the place to everybody else. They don't even know you, they have a clue. They wouldn't dare say it to you directly. Or if they did, they know there'd be a consequence. But we're in a gutless society today, where people get significance by just writing shit, not doing anything, just write it. And it's become a culture of significance. That's why we have these reality shows where people that win are the ones that are most backbiting, backstabbing, horrible human beings who are doing it all for who? Who's their focus on? Who? Themselves. Good news is I think everything eventually gets exhausted. And hopefully that will get exhausted at some point. But not yet. Significance. You can do it by doing something for others. You can do it by serving. You can do it by being generous. You can do it by being mean. You can do it by being hip. You can do it by being harsh. So many ways. The only question is, how do you do it? How do you get significance when you feel insignificant? How do you get certainty back when you're feeling uncertain? When you're bored, how do you get variety in your life? I know one way you do. Fourth, need for connection and love. We all need connection and love. Everyone needs it. People settle for connection because love's scary. What if they don't love me anymore? So they connect. We're in a society now that's all about connection with people they don't even know. Because love makes you vulnerable, but the one that fills you up the most is love. You can get love through prayer, through God, through being in nature. You can feel connected through your dog. If you have no other friends, get a dog. You'll have love. Not a cat. Cats leave. Dogs, you're gone for 5 minutes. Come back. Got the newspapers like you've been gone for 6 months. They're so excited, right? You can get love so many ways. You can get connection by having a big problem. Because you have big problems, then if somebody doesn't pay attention to you, then they're a horrible person. So there's no risk on your part. So these first four needs, certainty, uncertainty or variety, significance, connection and love, everybody has these needs and everybody meets them. Some people lie to do it, some people work hard to do it, some people get creative to do it, but everybody meets them. They're the needs of your personality. If you're selling a product or service and it meets those four needs on a real high level, customers get addicted. In fact, if anybody starts thinking that your product, your service, or a feeling or emotion or belief meets three of these needs, they get addicted to it. I'll give you an example. If I have nothing and no education, and you walk by the hood, and I put a gun to your head, how certain am I that you're going to respond to me on a scale of 0 to 10? 10 is I'm absolutely certain, 0 not at all. I put a gun to your head, I don't even know you. Are you going to respond to me? 0 to 10, how certain am I you're going to respond to me? Quick. 10. Met my need completely. Second, how significant am I in your life when I put that gun to your head? 0 to 10, quick. 100. And by the way, are we connected in a sick way? Yes or no? How much? 0 to 10? 10. Anytime someone links up at least three needs being met, by a thought, by a behavior, by a feeling, by a product, by a service, they become addicted to it. It could be a positive addiction, but it's still addiction. By the way, there's also variety in this one because every time it's different. Who knows what's going to happen? That's why violence has always been with us and always will be until we have a consciousness change. Make sense? It doesn't take much to have violence. And now people use violence in a different way. They try to use violence through words. A little less scary, but still somewhat effective. The final needs, number 5 and 6. Number 5 is you got to grow. If you don't grow, you what? Come on, guys. You what? You die. There's no such thing as a business not growing. It's not growing, it's dying. There's no in between. You can refurbish it and get it to grow again, but it's got to grow. And the last one, you got to contribute beyond yourself. Contribution is number 6. Think about it as The last two are the spiritual needs. You got to grow and you got to give. You only feel so good about yourself through pleasure, that goes away. But meaning comes by growing and giving, by growing and contributing. Now, I say this because I want to give you a quick little test in the time we have. I could take anything you love to do. How many have something that you love to do that others might find it like work, but you love it? How many can relate to this? Raise your hand, say I. Sit up in your chair with some energy. We're almost done. Come on, get your energy there. Let me try again. How many got something you love to do, others might think is work? Say I. Good. If I asked you on a 0 to 10, how much certainty do you have that you can do that, do it well, or